What happens if Code is fed to the Ten Tails? What happens? I feel like nothing would really happen, but there's something unusual about his karma. There's something special about it that we just don't know yet, and it's probably the reason why he's still a part of the story. So he's not killed off just yet. Like you would think that the Shinju would kill him off or get rid of him, but he did create them in a way, and he did kind of infuse himself into the Ten Tails. You know what I'm saying? So there's some sort of weird. He kind of is the Ten Tails, but he's not. Like he gave birth to the Shinju, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he gave them consciousness. There's something going on with his karma. The secret is all in his karma. What does it mean? What does it actually mean? What could it possibly? What could be the real difference or the significance of it? Because the regular karma, they come out, well, they're like black. His is white. And he can't absorb chakra through it like the other ones can. So there are some abilities that are not available to him, but it also does mean that there's something unique about it. There's something different to it. And that's the mystery. That's what it is. That mystery behind his karma, why he's so different, why he has a white karma marking instead of the regular black one that Boruto and Kawaki have. It's kind of all up in the air. It's a mystery right now. But I believe if he is fed to the Ten Tails, meaning if he gets eaten by the monster, the Ten Tails itself, right, instead of the regular Otsutsuki, like Boruto and Kawaki, something very strange might happen. I mean, it's a possibility that nothing happens, you know. There are two likely outcomes. Nothing happens, and he just dies, and it's like a sad death. He gets eaten by the Ten Tails. He's just another thing getting eaten by it. But the more interesting route is that essentially he does something to it. Maybe he is part Otsutsuki. Maybe there is something to it, but we just don't know what exactly. What exactly his full range of abilities are, because we haven't seen him do anything. That's the disappointing thing about what they're doing with him right now, is that he's all this hyped up to be this great antagonist, this great villain, and he's not doing anything. He's taking the back seat right now, you know what I'm saying? So I feel as though we need to figure out more about him. And when we do, we'll be able to ascertain whether or not his karma will have big significance in the future. Because it's not only if he gets eaten by the Ten Tails, what if he succeeds in his goal and he eats a chakra fruit? Meaning, okay, let's say another Otsutsuki were to show up and then he fed it to the Ten Tails and ate the chakra fruit. What happens then? What happens to his karma marking? What happens to him as a Otsutsuki? Like, he's very unique, very, very interesting. So I want to see what happens to him. And I think if he's fed to the Ten Tails, it's going to serve an important narrative purpose. He's gonna be fed to it, and then something extraordinary is going to happen. And there are some theories about it. Maybe Ishiki Otsutsuki revival, perhaps Shibai Otsutsuki is kind of, that's like his mortal form, so to speak. So he would be able to, like, if he did evolve into this greater being, maybe he needs a physical body to inhabit in order to maybe, I don't know, feel life's great pleasures or something, right? Like be able to eat and breathe and sleep, like things like that, you know? What would all that really mean? So those are some ideas, some theories about what could happen. But if he gets eaten by the Ten Tails, he either dies and bears a chakra fruit for somebody else to take a hold of, probably a Shinju, or he turns into something unexpected happens to the Ten Tails. The Ten Tails becomes something entirely different, something new, you know? It's going to be interesting to see. But right now it's a bit of a mystery until we figure out exactly what the white karma marking means, because it didn't work on him and he really wanted it to. It just came out different, and they think it's defective, but it's probably something else entirely. So right now it's a mystery, and it's only speculation, but I think he's going to transform the Ten Tails into a higher being, per se, if he gets eaten by the Ten Tails. And if somebody eats the chakra fruit from the Ten Tails, maybe a Shinju or Kawaki or Boruto, right? Like, if they were to eat it, then I think it could quite possibly unleash even greater stakes than what we experienced in the Fourth Great Ninja War with the with Kaguya, and essentially it would just be crazy to see what happens. And I'm excited to know what that next step is, what that little breaking point, that pushing point is going to be. So anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,